I'm Elizabeth Lewis, and this is my personal learning environment. I also use the iGoogle, mainly because I am a big fan of Google and I already use a lot of their programs. So up here, we have my calendar, and or the date and time with a calendar on it, and next to it's my Google Calendar. My favorite part about this is I actually use it a lot, connected to my email. And you can just push the button and it'll bring up a full-size view and actually kind of show you what's going on. And it allows you to color code things. I have 3 jobs along with going to grad school full-time, so I like to color code things to figure out where I'm supposed to be and when I'm supposed to be there. Um, Over to the left-hand side here is a little inspirational quote. I want to be an English teacher, so I think it's kind of relevant and it helps to give you a little bit of inspiration every day. Below that, I go into the more fun things, the weather, because I'm horrible at checking it, so if it's here, I kind of have an idea of what's going on. I have my email because I check it about 10 times a day, and so it's nice that it's here instead of having to actually go to a separate page, and it'll show me what's not opened and what is opened, and gives me an idea, and I can just open it from here. And then I go into my social media sites, such as Facebook, because just about everything is on there, and Twitter, and it lets me go through some of the educational sites and some of the fun sites. So I've chosen to follow Education Week and the Office of Education Tech, a couple other things there. The Wikipedia bar is wonderful because even though in college they tell you never to cite Wikipedia, there's a lot of useful things on there that if you just need to know what this term is, it can kind of give you a brief overview of it. I have the Artist of a Day picture again for a little bit of inspiration. And my Google Reader, if you look through, you can find all the things that I've kind of subscribed to. Mostly these are all educational documents to kind of keep up with what's going on in the field, what's changing, and all that good stuff. YouTube, I like to use YouTube. You can find a lot of educational clips on there, things that can maybe explain things a little better than I could, in a creative fashion. My Google Docs, I don't really have much up here right now, but there's the brainstorming page that I created earlier, and you can kind of click on it and this brings it up for you. And close that back down. The Comedy Central jokes of the day, again, to kind of keep it lighthearted and keep going on with the day. And the Fuzzies comics and things. And at the bottom we have my news sources, because it's important to understand what's going on in a day-to-day life, not only just in your own community and at your work, but on a global level, to see what's kind of going to influence you and what's going to be influencing your students, and to see what's going on in the world generally. I really like Google because you can change just about everything. You can move things, so if I decide tomorrow that these quotes don't really help out and they just need to move, I can move them down to a lower space or delete them completely. I can change the theme. So today I like the dark background with all the bright little bubbles. If tomorrow I want something different, I can change it, and kind of just lets you go by your mood. It also lets you add things that today I don't think I need it, but tomorrow or a week or a year down the line, I can add something else. So again, I'm Elizabeth Lewis, and this is my PLE.